So if NASA-grade polymers are good enough for the space station, is it good enough for your garden? Probably. Let's cultivate. All right, so in today's tips and tricks video, what we'd like to cover is controlled release fertilizer, also known as CRF. So my guests on the show today are Beanstalk Agriculture controlled release fertilizer that we have been using in our cultivation here on the farm for years now, and it has been a great solution for us. So what is it and why do we care? Controlled release fertilizer and the technology that was developed for Beanstalk is a really interesting approach. So they use a biodegradable polymer called polyolefin, and that is the outer shell of the little bean that is the fertilizer. And the way that they have developed this is it's really interesting. The tech around controlled release fertilizer with this polymer coating is simply a slow release of fertilizer. Each bucket here that you're looking at is one of the 4 different products that they offer, and they all range from 70 to about 100 days of controlled release. So it's a slow release of the fertilizer into your soil substrate, making sure that the plants have the fertility they need when they need it. And that outer polymer coating is biodegradable, so it breaks down, it doesn't leave any residue or microplastics in your soil. And from the jump, I just want to, get a disclaimer out of the way here that we're not getting paid by Beanstalk to promote this product. It's just a product that we ultimately have found as a perfect solution for our hybrid model of cultivation. And the hybrid model that we believe in here on the farm is a foundation of living soil that is stoked with biology, where organic inputs are the meat and potatoes of what we do, but the controlled release fertilizer becomes that insurance policy to make sure that the plants have what they need when they need it, and we don't have to stress about any deficiencies. The way that we approach our fertility program here and what we've experimented with for years is a combination of different dosing and a different combination of these different products. If you're growing a small home grow garden or you're cultivating at scale on a commercial scale, the Beanstalk Ag provides an incredibly simple set it and forget it approach. So if you are just wanting a very basic approach to fertility in a very simple approach, Beanstalk provides a set it and forget it solution. We've got a concept here that I think will maybe help to illustrate the point a little bit, which is when it comes to creating a good health and wellness program for humans, the foundation, of course, is healthy whole food, making sure that you're getting your veggies, your fruits, your meats, everything in good proportion. But we all know that from time to time, it's difficult to ensure that you're getting a full range of nutrients. So we look at multivitamins, we look at supplements as a way to round out what it is that our bodies need, whether it's magnesium or vitamin C or calcium, it doesn't matter. Multivitamins become an insurance policy. And the way that we think about the controlled release fertilizer for our plants is basically the same way. We have a really rich and nutrient dense soil that we've been working on for years. And yet what we see in our cultivation, because we push our plants so hard, is that we need a bit of insurance to make sure that when they're at max capacity in week 5, week 6, week 7 of flower, and they're pushing hard for that finish line, we want to make sure that if there's any needs that are not being provided by that soil or by the top dresses or by our compost teas, that the Beanstalk Ag that is in that soil is there to provide those plants that support. That's why we have gone to a hybrid model, and that's why after years and years and years of experimenting with all different combinations, the Beanstalk approach for us has been the simplest way to achieve that insurance policy, to make sure there are no deficiencies and to make sure that our harvests are absolutely at their max level. So the 4 guests that I have here on the table today are the 4 SKUs in the lineup for Beanstalk. They've got an Absolute Flower and a V-Basis, which is their veg lineup. And then they've got a K-Boost, which is the potassium. And they've got a Fortify, which is the calcium. For us, the main workhorse is Absolute Flower. We love Absolute Flower and the K-Boost. The Fortify we can definitely lean on for veg. We tend to love that extra nitrogen that we get out of the Fortify and veg. And then V-Basis, of course, is a solid solution for veg as well. We go back and forth on V-Basis simply because our soil is so nutrient dense that we don't feel like we need quite that much fertility in our veg. But these are the 4 products that Beanstalk has put together that provides a super simple solution. So when it comes to fertility, controlled release fertilizer, the main takeaway for you guys today is that when it comes to fertility, the controlled release fertilizer provides a really simple, easy, cost-effective solution that is a great way to round out an organic soil-based approach. It provides that insurance policy for your plants, and it gives you that ability to cultivate without really worrying about deficiencies. So if you have any other questions or comments about controlled release fertilizer or Beanstalk Ag, please post those comments in the section below, and we'll see you on the next one.